In the 1980s, the young Whitney Houston is just a small, unknown singer working with her mom. When she gets discovered, however, she becomes one of the biggest stars of her generation. With stardom like that also comes tragedy, with a slew of problems presenting themselves to her and those close to her. This is Whitney Houston, I Wanna Dance with Somebody. Whitney Houston, I Wanna Dance with Somebody is, if you can believe it, a biopic about the pop icon Whitney Houston. And originally the name of the movie was just I Wanna Dance with Somebody, but I guess Sony decided the name wasn't long enough, so they quite literally last second added Whitney Houston's name onto it to make sure people know who it's about. Because when the title of this film does show up, it's still just I Wanna Dance with Somebody. No Whitney Houston name on the title. It's confusing. This was a last-minute choice, obviously. Now, full disclosure, I am not a Whitney Houston connoisseur. I really only recognize 2 of her songs in this film because her style of music isn't really anything I find myself listening to on a daily basis. But I can't deny that she had an absolutely beautiful voice. But if you're a big fan of Whitney Houston, I'm sure Whitney Houston, I Wanna Dance with Somebody is the film for you. She has a powerful and emotional story, but at the same time, this film really teeters back into the same generic biopic tropes that we've seen plenty of times before. Playing Whitney Houston in this film is Naomi Ackie, and she does a solid job. She's incredibly charming and has some great emotional moments in the film, all the while being able to lip sync to Whitney Houston songs insanely well. Now that may sound like a dig on her, but trust me, it's not. Whitney Houston just has such a powerful and unique voice. It's going to be hard to recreate that. And to Naomi's credit, she does sing a little bit in the film, but most of the time, especially in some iconic instances of Whitney Houston's life, that is Whitney Houston. But her lip sync performance in the film is just great. The other actor in the film that really stood out to me was Stanley Tucci, who played her record manager. His character is where I have to suspend my disbelief just for a little bit. For a record manager, he seemed like a really cool dude. In fact, a lot of the bad management aspects to the film come from her dad. But Stanley Tucci's character just seemed like a really cool dude. Now, as far as musician biopics go, this really is nothing special. This film hits all the notes you've seen in the Queen movie, the Elton John movie, the Elvis movie, basically any musician biopic. It has family problems, it has love life problems, it has drug problems, it has management problems. And I understand those are things that just usually come with stardom like this. And really, this isn't a problem with the film itself, I suppose. It's just really a problem with musician biopics in general. They just kind of hit the same beats, and it's really hard to make a good one. Another thing this film does is just try to speedrun Whitney Houston's life. The film just tries to hit her most iconic moments and her greatest hits so quickly, it just kind of leaves the film with an hour left with really nothing much else to do. It's hard for someone like me who doesn't know Whitney Houston that much to really get invested in. However, I still say if you're a big Whitney Houston fan, it's definitely a worthwhile watch. It's a musician biopic through and through with all the tropes you've come to expect with them. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's unoffensive and perfectly fine. I apologize if I seem a bit more stuffy in this video because I am suffering from the post-Christmas cold that everyone seems to get. Hopefully this video and the next video are the only 2 videos that I'm gonna be like this in. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed this review, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button, and if you want to see more, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell to be notified when my next review drops. Oh, and by the way, check out the website. Until next time, I'm Quinn Dunaway, hoping you will keep it cinematic.